Hey, don't be rude, look at me and say hello. Today I harvested the walnuts from my tree and some leaves fell on the ground. I was about to throw them in the compost bin, but suddenly I decided to try to dye the bookmark I had recently knitted. I couldn't find an article about how to do it anywhere, so I decided to experiment. First, I will tear the leaves into this cooking pot. Let's weigh them to see how much I've collected. So I have about 150 grams. I will pour water until it covers them. About that much. Now put the pot on the stove. Turn it to medium heat and wait until the water starts boiling. As soon as this happens, set the stove to low heat. Take a fork and carefully stir the leaves several times. Leave it to boil for about 15 minutes, then turn off the stove. Wait until it cools off completely. Take the bookmark and dip it in water, then squeeze it and put it in the pot somewhere between the leaves. I forgot to squeeze it and it colored unevenly. Maybe I need to repeat the process one more time after the bookmark dries off. You will see the result in a minute. Turn the stove to medium heat and wait until the water starts boiling. Boil for 5 minutes and turn off the stove. Wait until it cools down, take out the bookmark and rinse it. Walnut leaves contain iodine that remains on clothes, so there is no need to add anything to fix the color. Let it dry off completely and you can repeat the process. This is the result of my first try. You can see the color difference. I forgot to squeeze the excess water, that's why the color is uneven. I was about to delete the video but suddenly decided to try again. 1 month later, the leaves are already brown. I arranged them in my hand and cut off their stems. It was much easier than the previous time. This is the same amount of leaves as the last time, about 150 grams. I put them in the cooking pot, covered them with water and boiled them for 15 minutes. As you can see, the water is much darker this time. Now I will dye the second bookmark which I made on my knitting machine. Dip it in water and squeeze it. Move some of the leaves to the side and place the bookmark, then use the leaves to cover it. The leaves will keep the bookmark under the water. Turn on the stove on high heat. There is not much water in the pot, so it will start to boil quickly. If you are going to dye a large garment, you will need a bigger pot and more leaves. Set the heat to medium as soon as it starts boiling. At this point I decided to put the first bookmark in the pot for the second time. I wanted to check if the colors will become even. time I didn't forget to squeeze it. Put the lid on the pot and reduce the heat. I will let it simmer for 5 minutes, then I'll turn the stove off and leave it to cool down completely. Now let's take out the bookmarks. You can use the leaves to dye something else, or you can throw them away. I will rinse the bookmarks under running water. Here is how they look at this point. Now I will hang them to dry. And this is the final result. This is the first bookmark, now it is evenly colored. And this is the second one, it's perfectly colored as well. You can see how much the color has changed. If you want to get a darker color, you can add walnut shells in addition to the leaves or repeat the process several times. That's all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Have a nice day and see you in my next one.